Good day, everybody. Hans here, and welcome to another episode of Valkyria Chronicles. Sit back, relax, grab a snack, and don't forget to yell at your screen. Last time, we completed the mission defending the gate. We did force the watchman to retreat. However, we did not lose anyone. And Mr. No-Man, he's making a name for himself. Let's continue with Chapter 2, ending it out. The escape from Brule with home at our backs. Yes, let's view this episode.
Two hours after the first shots were fired, Brule was under Imperial control. Though a mere skirmish by Empire standards, the raid on Brule would mark Welkin Gunther's first taste of battle and begin his rise to a Gallian hero.
Alicia.
I thought I would be ready for this. I knew war meant this might happen. It hurts. Seeing my town overrun like this, seeing all those people killed, it's just not right. How could all this happen? It isn't human, Welkin.
War is not human. War is just destruction and death.
We look at those birds and see how wild and free they are. But they all have their own territories. If anything threatens their home, they'll risk their lives to defend it. People are animals too. We do what we have to, when we have to. Animals are in a constant struggle to stay alive, but I've also seen them help each other, almost like they were cooperating in order to survive.
Cooperating?
That's why I'm so into studying natural science. That coexistence. I want to know how it works. If we could figure that out, mankind could put it to use for our own survival. That's why I want to be a teacher, so that I can pass that knowledge on to the children. I mean, even if we can't completely eliminate war, at least we might learn to live together as one people.
We haven't
You
figured.
think so?
Welks, look. Martha fell asleep, so that makes me the babysitter. See, Alicia?
Oh, he's adorable.
Just like you said, even in war, new life happens all around us. Come here. Look, that's your hometown.
Someday, we'll come back home again.
Yes.
We still haven't figured out how.
Someday soon. I know
Sorry,
it.
guys. We still haven't figured out how to even cooperate with each other. We still have war going on.
Chapter 3, Vassal Urban Warfare.
And now we get to the next chapter. I like how in the top they does have the chapter name. And I love the book aspect of this. It's just such a nice way to put a story together. Feels like you're just along for the
In
ride.
March of 1935, the Empire began its invasion across Gallia's eastern border.
Oh, I was supposed to click something.
Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion front, built his army around mobile armor. Ghirlandaio and the other fortresses along the border fell to his tanks in quick succession. Brule's fall in under 2 hours was typical of villages in the Empire's path, and the road to the capital bore a steady flow of refugees. Randgries, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times. Within its walls stood the castle Randgries, and within its unicorn spire resided Cordelia, Gallia's princess. Supporting Gallia's policy of neutrality was a system of universal conscription. Under it, all schools required military training each year. In the event of a war, citizens were then drafted into the militia to defend their country.
Which is interesting, because the United States at one point almost put
As the
into...
conflict with the East grew worse, both Welkin and Alicia found themselves no exceptions to that fate.
I thought I was going to have to click to start the next monologue. But, as I was saying... Oh, I guess it's still... Oh, well... I'll state my point after this.
So these are my new digs.
Oh, actually, I get to click, so... I'll state the historical fact real quick. The United States was almost about to implement its own universal conscription. I believe it was Theodore Roosevelt. He wanted to institute a universal conscription. So everyone at the age of either, well, men, wasn't women. No one had the thought of women going to be into the U.S. military until quite a little while. They're in support roles, but not as actual soldiers. And it's even now where it's just getting to women can be frontline soldiers themselves. They can be supporting roles, but not really combat troops. I believe there's 4 or 5 years ago that got into effect. But the United States almost had universal conscription. When you turn 18, all men would have to serve 2 years in the military. Get training, and then afterwards, you go back to living your normal lives, or you can stay in. Up to you. Then it becomes voluntary service. Switzerland, Israel, still have universal conscription. But for Israel, I believe Switzerland too. Definitely know Israel. Everyone has to serve when they turn 18.
Oh, my uniform. I should get changed before reporting in. Better get ready now.
Well, looks like you're now into the war zone. Welcome to military life. Welcome. No longer being a teacher.
Flares, binoculars, a compass, and a map.
Always need a map.
Everything you need for a nice hike. Or combat.
Ho ho ho! Yeah. Every little day
Welkin?
things.
Can I come in?
Sure, it's open.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see.
Look at that top-down look on her.
Not bad, not bad. You look good, actually. So, how about me? Do I look all right in this? Convincing?
Let's take a look.
Oh yes, let's take a second look.
Yeah, you look fine. You wear it like a pro.
Oh, Welkin.
Really? You're not just saying that?
Of course not. You look tough. I like it.
Oh, good. I was worried it looked kind of silly.
No way. That plating on the back, it's like a coleopterate exoskeleton. Beetle-tastic.
Oh, compared it to a bug. That's definitely sweet talking, Welkin. Good job. I think every woman wants to hear that.
Colio what? And did you just say beetle? Welkin? What kind of girl wants to hear that she looks like a bug?
Preach.
Huh? Not just any bug. A rhinoceros beetle, king of the insects. Who wouldn't want that?
Oh, good lord.
Uh-huh. I guess I'll just try to take that as a very Welkin sort of compliment.
Tell me about that scarf. You've been wearing it since I met you.
Oh, this? It's part of my uniform from the bakery.
Is that right?
I don't want to forget the time I spent busting my buns baking.
Ooh.
I plan to keep wearing it until I can get back to manning the ovens again.
That's great. Once you do, I'll be first in line to get some of that bread.
Get some of her
Is that a
buns.
promise? Well, I'll be
Oh,
sure to have plenty
Lord.
of it ready and waiting for you.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're ready, we should probably go see the captain now.
Okay. Episode 2 and Chapter 3.
Come in. Excuse me, ma'am. Galleon Militia enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Galleon Militia Enlistee Alicia Melchiot, also reporting for duty.
So professional.
I'm Captain Eleanor Varrot, commander of this regiment. Gunther, you're promoted to lieutenant. You'll be leader of Squad 7 now.
Ma'am.
Enlistee Melchiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command. Understood?
Ma'am!
What do you know? It is you. Nice coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yep. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other.
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welcome was in science and I was in archaeology. And just look at us now. No archaeology or science. Looks like the two of us are studying war, I guess.
Looks that way. It's good to see you.
And you.
That'll be all for now. There's a strategy briefing later today. But you still have time. Time for you to catch up. You'll be spending a lot of time on the post and in Randgrease. They'll be your new home. So get to know them. That'll be all. Report back in time for the briefing. Until then, you're dismissed.
I like how the sound in this game, it does go from ear to ear. Ooh! Okay. We are at the barracks. So, this, instead of just going to book mode, you can actually, which I love, check the squads, command room for briefings, training field, and R&D facility. So we'll go through each one of these. I don't think we'll actually get into any combat this episode, so I do apologize. But we'll be setting up our Squad 7. So we can pick who's going to be in our squad. We get Welkin for our tank, which is nice. We have Alicia, who's our scout. And now we get Rosie, who's our shock trooper, heavy infantry. And then we get Largo, our lancer, so our anti-tank detail. These are our 3 sergeants. And then we have Welkin, our lieutenant. I don't think they actually have the ranks listed, but I'll call them our sergeants and leaders of our units. Lisa is the leader of the scouts, Rosie, leader of the shock troopers, Largo, leader of the lancers. So, exit. Yes. So, now let's go to command room.
It's good to see you doing the rounds. Well, this is the command room. Use it to structure your squad. You will have access to both drafted and volunteer recruits. Now that I think of it, Squad 7 is still short on soldiers, isn't it? I'll explain how this works. This is the master list. The recruits have all been assigned classes based on their talents. I should probably touch on the 5 classes, just so we're clear. First off, you have the scouts. Just like the name suggests, they'll be your eyes. Their best asset is their mobility. They can go out, collect intel, then make it back safely. That, and a keen eye for enemies. A good scout can spot a man in tall grass from 100 yards. That comes at the price of firepower. Their job is spotting enemies, not taking them out. Next up, the shock trooper. They're the ones to break through enemy lines and clean up. They offer excellent offense and defense. As far as combat goes, they're as good as it gets. While they lack any specialized techniques, they also don't have any obvious shortcomings. Think of them as the least finicky unit in your squad, Lieutenant.
Good to know.
After them, we have Lancers, then anti-tank units. They're critical when facing armored targets. Their purpose is pretty self-explanatory. In most cases, they're the only way to stop a tank. They're also well shielded from explosives, which conveniently includes tank mortars. Sadly, they're slow and weak to gunfire. Their limited ammo could also be called a drawback. Changing gears, we have the engineers. They handle supplies and perform combat support. They can restock other units' ammunitions, treat the wounded, even repair tanks on site. They can place sandbags for cover, disarm mines, repair towers, you name it. Their actual combat skills are very low. Think of them as combat facilitators.
While in the US military, during World War II, they're the Seabees, and they're actually first in combat. They're actually very skilled in fighting, and they set up the way for the main units to come in to start the war.
Lastly, we have the snipers. They can shoot down targets from a considerable distance. You won't find better soldiers for marksmanship and range. They can hit targets I can barely see. Sniping rifles also come with scopes that work to augment a sniper's natural eyesight. Drawbacks include low mobility and defense. If the enemy gets them alone, they're done for. That should cover the basics. Go ahead and put a squad together now. There's room for 20, and you can swap units at any time.
So we can only have 20 in our squad. That's not that bad. Alright. So when you see the scouts, any unit, there's the name, the level, the HP. They also have potentials. So things that might help them in fights, but also there could be negative stats as well. So Hermes, he's meadowbred. So put him in a field, he's good, so he has better defenses if he's outside. He fancies women, so if there's more women around him, he shoots better. That's pretty good. So we put him in an all-female squad. But he's claustrophobic, so putting him in tight spaces is not a good thing. His attack power goes down. So he's one we want. So that's not bad of a scout, but I think we would want him more in any open field and not in any urban settings. Melville. Desert allergy, so he's not good being outside and in the desert, so he's better for city life. He's actually good at attacking shock troopers, which is not bad. But chatty Cathy, whenever a close friend is nearby, he has to chat. So it distracts others. So close friends, so those are likes. If they have, so for Melville, if he has Alex, Nina, or Ted near him, he'll talk to them more, but he also does better if they are with him. Monty. Ecomorphic. Deathly afraid of pointy objects. So, being around Lancers' weapons make them hyperventilate. Steadily losing HP. So you don't want him near any Lancers. So, it makes it a very interesting way to put your squads together. So you might want them with high HP. Or put on English. Put them with friends, or you might want to switch out your squads depending on what kind of fight you're going to be in the next situation. Frisia. Desert bred. And fancies men, so likes having men near him. Or her. She doesn't have any negatives, so let's recruit her.
I'm Frisia York, handsome. I know you'll take real good care of me.
It sounds like how she said it, her last name is handsome. I think that's actually kind of funny and cute. Juno. Metal allergy, claustrophobic, so she doesn't like tanks. Another chatty Cathy. Fancies men, so likes men. Ooh, Nancy. Meadow bug. Bug in a rug. And good buddy. She likes Ted, Motley, and Emily. That's not bad. She's pretty good.
I'm Nancy DeFore. It's so good to meet you.
I'm picking ones Not looking at the HP for the scouts, but more what they might be good with. Akia. Oh,
Hey there, I'm Ika Thompson.
I want to look at her things, but I like to think for urban settings, it looks like it'll be more closer to urban fighting for a little bit, so we'll take her. So, Alex, what's yours? Now in the Shock Troopers. So, Neat Freak, doesn't like dirt. Scout Killer, and then Night Vision. So he's good at night fights. Doesn't like dirt, so good for urban settings. And Scout Killer. He likes Melville. And Desert Alley, Chatty Catty, and Troop Killer. Likes Alex. I don't like the Chatty Catty. So, we'll take Alex. Oh, no, let's keep looking. Metalhead, Claustrophobic. Not bad, but... What's Metalhead? So he likes being near a tank, but he does not like being close to trenches. And city life might be the same, so let's not take him just yet. Kobe, country bred, having allies. Okay. So he does bad back, so he does not like taking cover. Haynes. Oh, child nature. So he does not like being near cities. But he hates the Imperials, so that's actually pretty good. So he'd be good for non-cities, but let's just take him, because he hates the Imps, the Imperials.
Haynes.
So, and we'll always be fighting them, so. Eddie. Charging. She is a shot trooper, but doesn't like charging, so she might be good for defense. Country bred. One leader. Aisha. She's lonely, so she likes having allies, and then she panics. She has too many negatives. Ah, Jane. Child of nature. Lance killer. So she likes going after lances, and she hates imps. I think we like her. We'll take Jane.
The name's Jane Turner. I'll do anything.
Ooh, Nina. She hates lancers, so you don't want any lancers. She likes defending the camp, though. So she gets more defense for being in a camp. See, we have 4 scouts, 3 support, no, shock troopers. I think we want at least 2 more shock troopers. So let's take Alex. For the scout killer and night vision. We just want to put him in any deserts.
Hi.
Actually, let's leave that at 4-4 for now. Let's go to the Lancers. John, pollen allergy. City kid, camp defender, lone wolf. What's lone wolf? Having allies nearby is a distraction, so he just wants to be all by himself. Dacian hater. So we haven't gotten to Darcians yet, except for Isla. So, Darcians, just people don't like them. So, oh, being near them makes him nauseous. So at least a decrease in defenses. Well, we have Isla, so let's not take you into our group. Metal allergy. So being near tanks lowers his HP, but he's a Lancer. He takes out tanks. Oh, Hector. City kid. Born leader. And she likes Aisha and Akia. And being good near cities. So we'll be doing urban. So let's take Hector.
Hi there.
I mean Yoko. Excuse me. Our our lances have a lot of negatives. Well, let's take Nils. Oh, she doesn't scout hit. She attack power is low against scouts. Well, we won't be using her to fight scouts. More tanks. You know, let's take Nils. He's a camp defender and like city kids. Maybe we'll find one who's more for open plains later on. Anything we do have. Let's see, E. So we can hitting E and Q. We can switch between. So if we want to move guys out, we do have Largo. So he might be really good for the city, outside city life. Ooh, our engineers. Then we have our scouts. We have 9 slots. Let's take a couple engineers. Fatalist. HP reaches a single digit. They dive headlong into despair. Oh, so he doesn't like being attacked. That's fine. Lonely. So we won the allies. Okay, that's fine. Oh, hates men. Desert allergies. Oh, all my engineers are fatalists. Oh, that's not good. Except for Carl. Well, let's take Carl.
My name's Carl Lanzit, sir.
Frail body. We don't want frail body. Ramsey, you'll be with our tank since you're Metalhead.
I'm Ramsey Clement.
Now snipers, we have Oscar and Cesare. Desert Sniper Killer, Darcy and Hater. Well, we don't like anyone who's a Darcy and Hater. And he's Night Vision and Imp Hater. Oh, that's really nice. Let's take you. Now we have 6 slots. Let's just fill them all out because we can easily just switch people around. No one likes Hermes. Or he doesn't like anyone else. But Yoko does like Kobe. He is a born leader. So as long as we don't crouch him, he should be good. So let's just take him. Now she is panicky, but she is a born leader. So let's take Eddie as well.
I'm Edie Nelson. Perhaps
There are 4 slots left. Chatty Cathy, but he is a troop killer. So Melva might be useful for city life. Noise. Camaraderie. Having allies of the same unit class nearby puts them at ease. Raising the natural invasion, so more scouts together. Country bred, but doesn't like crouching. Ooh, but we do have a born leader. And he does like, Juno does like Vulcan and Asia. So, you know what, let's just take her, just in case. Oh, wrong click.
you know Corin, reporting for duty.
We have 2 open slots left. Ah, there's Asia. Panicky, lonely. Let's just take just in case.
Hi.
We have 1 more slot. Let's just take Hector.
My name's Hector.
Okay, we have our whole squad. Welcome to Squad 7, everybody.
Well, feel like you've struck a balance?
I think so.
As time passes, we'll have more recruits to choose from. So
And that's
keep an
nice.
eye
You
on
will
that
get more
list.
recruits going on, so we can swap out to make our perfect squad.
Oh, and all the recruits go through training together, so they're all ready for combat. They'll be at the same level as the rest of the team you've taken into the field. You can swap out members without the worry of losing the benefit of their experience.
That's nice.
Trust in your own judgment and pick a team you know you can work well with. That should be enough to get you started. You can figure out the rest as you go.
Thanks, Captain.
Wow. Squad leader's a lot of responsibility. Come to think of it, Faldio's heading up Squad 1, isn't he? I wonder if he's off sorting through this stuff now, too. I'd better get a move on.
So, training. So, we can use our experience to improve all of our combat. And luckily, everyone levels up about the same. So let's look at training real quick.
Welcome to your worst nightmare. I'm the guy who's gonna whip you lazy blobs into shape.
I think drill instructors might use a bit harsher language than that.
Still, I can't work miracles here. No amount of drilling beats real combat experience. I want you all to go out there, kick some imp tail, and then show me what you learned.
And that's using our experience.
I will train that experience into something you can actually use. Level you bums up. But don't go trying to hog all the glory. A squad's a team, and we got no need for stars.
Yes, we do.
You will train as a class and level up by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it? When the scouts level up, that means each and every one of them goes up that level.
I like how they incorporate everything into a good immersion into it. So it explains
you hear
why.
Me, maggots? Any of you think he's better than the rest of the team? Go home now!
We're better than everybody.
All right. Now I'll show you lowlives how this whole thing actually works. It ain't complicated. First you go out there and fight, then divvy up that experience here. Once the experience you cram into a soldier class clears a set amount, it'll level up. Picking which class to level up and when is your job as the squad leader. Now give it a go. Train all you want. I've got all day.
We don't. Let's get our scouts up. And definitely our shock troopers. Let's assign.
You're better than this. Push those limits.
We got them both leveled up.
Good work, maggots. You're one level closer to human.
Oh, that's hilarious. And the cost of it goes up exponentially. I want our scouts to be one. No, let's get our shock troopers up one more. And then put our extra ones into as many of the lower lancers, engineers. Oh, I'm so close to snipers. No, let's do snipers. Shock troopers would be 3, lancers 2, snipers 2.
You're better than this. Push those limits. Good work, maggots. You're... Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the shock troopers. Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the lancers.
Ooh, potentials.
Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the snipers.
So, if we can go out, that's all we'll be assigning.
Got it? That's how training by class works. Now get out there and rack up some experience.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and there's one more thing to add. Sometimes leveling up a unit class will unlock a hidden potential in them.
Hey, we just saw that.
You can think of potentials as the natural abilities your soldiers have inside them. Those abilities will form a big part of your strength in the field, so keep them in mind. Other times, leveling up a class will earn you clearance for a new order. Here, as long as we're talking about it, I'll teach you a classic, a real golden oldie.
Evade boost.
Orders are special commands you can give out as the squad leader. They can save your tail. It doesn't take a genius to see that leveling up your soldiers is the best way to beef up your squad. The soldiers will get stronger, and you just might unlock new potentials and orders. All that just from me working you sorry bums into the dirt.
Well, drill instructor, you are amazing.
I just hope you maggots are ready for a real workout the next time I see you here.
Oh God. So the command room. No, squad barracks. So we want to look at the potential. So QE. Oh no, we got it for the shock troopers. So Rosie, she got. Oh, Alex got melee skills. So each individual is different with their skills. So Kobe got damage boost. Rosie got undercover fire. Haynes got undercover fire. So this is really nice. So it's the different extra skills they get. And I also got Nest Master. That's really nice. And this episode's going really long. I do apologize. That's why we'll just finish with the R&D facility. And then we'll end it there. So we'll see what the R&D facility is.
Welcome to R&D, man. What can I do you for? Wait, I know that insignia. You're Lieutenant Gunther, aren't you? I knew it! Man, I've heard about you. That evacuation at Brule was just... wow! Protecting a tiny life in the middle of all that slaughter? Man!
I think he likes us.
Oh, Lieutenant, you're good people. You get all my respect and then some, bro.
What's going on, Leon? I could hear you from clear across the hangar.
I think you're a fan, folks.
Casey, check it out! It's Lieutenant Gunther! He's the man!
Sorry about him, Lieutenant. He's like this all the time, I'm afraid. But where are my manners? I'm Kreese Cherney. I'm training here as a mechanic.
Oh, and I'm Leon Schmidt. But just call me Leon, bro. I'm your boy.
So, Lieutenant Gunther, what brings you down to R&D today? We do work here on weapons development, making upgraded weapons and equipment.
And that includes rifles and machine guns. We can even soup up your tank.
So sweet.
Of course, research expenses aren't cheap.
Well, that's what we have the DCC for. There's 6,000 of it.
With rifles and other firearms, we'll mass produce new models as they're developed. You won't have to worry about making enough for your squad. We'll outfit them.
That's nice.
For tanks, you can upgrade the baseline performance of the body itself, or develop optional parts that you can add on to tweak out its specs.
Right. You can choose which optional parts you want in the tank equipment section. Come in any time and make adjustments based on the needs of the operation at hand.
Okay. Yep. You guys can pause this. I'm just reading this myself. You guys can pause to read yourself. The episode's going really long, so let's get this done quick. Okay. So let's develop some weapons. Make our guys better at fighting. So rifles. Those are for our snipers. Not snipers, scouts. So they can do an accuracy boost. Oh, okay, so just goes machine guns. So that's 500. Yes, let's do accuracy. Make them our scouts better at firing.
All set for you.
It looks like there's going to be quite a few, and then we can decide which branch we want to go through after a little while. Oh, definitely increase our fire boost. Lancers. Better damage. Yes. Snipers. Better accuracy. Oh, and I think our engineers also use the rifles as well. Hand grenades, no better. Uniforms. Definitely give us more defense, please.
Here you go, bro.
More armor. Yes, please.
Here you go, bro.
And then we got that for our frontline troops. Not bad, not bad. Now let's see what's for the Elder Rights. Body enhancements. So we can do better barrel, more armor, for treads, more HP, harder radiator. Let's do that because the radiator is something that gets attacked a lot, and that's our weak point.
Here you go, bro.
Ooh, and that's where we customize. So hardened plate. Well, let's just put it one square. So we have higher critical defense. That's nice. Let's go back. Attack support. So higher upgrade, more accuracy. Yes, let's definitely go have better accuracy when we fire.
Here you go.
Then we don't have enough cash for anything else. So let's leave it there. Alright. So we've
Well, sir, was that helpful?
formed out Squad 7,
We're working here
trained them
around
up,
the clock to make possible
and
tomorrow.
got better equipment.
Come again a little later. We'll do our best to have something useful for you by then.
Yeah, you better come back soon, bro. I am all fired up to work on stuff for you.
Good to hear. Well, we'll end it here today. Thank you for watching, everybody. Later, alligators. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you wish to comment, leave a comment below. If you want to be notified about future videos, subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Have a good day. Later, alligators.